Selection Board. The most difficult part of the entire selection process for getting into the armed forces as officers. Most important and most difficult because the tests in the SSB are very scientifically designed to ensure that the personality of every candidate is assessed in a very true and fair manner. Every individual who comes to the SSB is put through three techniques, namely the interview technique, the GTO technique, and the psychological techniques. And in all these three techniques, three assessors, different assessors, in their own technique assess the individual, and no assessor knows as to what the other assessor has assessed the candidate for. The personality of the candidate is assessed in the entire dimension. The candidate's personality is checked for ensuring that the individual is capable of handling any situations. He is able to understand the orders and instructions and is able to implement them in the manner his or her superiors want. In the assessment, the assessors also find out as to whether the individual will be able to adjust to the changing environment easily or not. Then the assessors do find out also whether the individual will be effective as a leader, will be able to lead those people who are under him, and will those people who are under him respect him and have complete faith in his abilities. And then his dynamism is also checked. If he will be able to carry out those orders and carry out the tasks assigned to him with josh, zeal, enthusiasm, and complete energy. The only time when every assessor knows as to what the others have assessed the candidate for is during the final board conference, where the personality of the individual is assessed. The personality of the individual candidate is discussed very democratically in the final board conference, and then depending on the personality as assessed by all the three assessors, a consensus is reached, or a very democratically a decision is taken whether the individual is suitable for the armed forces or the individual is not suitable for the armed forces. In case the individual is found to be suitable, then there and then after the final board conference the results are announced, and it is declared that the candidate is recommended. In case the candidate is not found suitable, then his or her name does not appear in this recommended list. Those candidates who get recommended undergo a medical test for 4 days, and then after the medical test, the individuals go back home and wait for the merit list. Those who come in the merit are then called for training to the respective academies, where they undergo the training for the specified period and then become officers.